Good morning, dear children. Let us start lesson number 7, equilibrium. First of all, we will understand what is equilibrium actually. Suppose a closed container is there. So, in the closed container, if a liquid evaporates, then the molecule with relatively higher kinetic energy, and closed container obviously it is heated. So, if a liquid is evaporate, then molecules with higher kinetic energy will escape the liquid surface. And what it will become beta? It will become vapor. So it will escape the liquid surface into the vapor phase. And similarly, the number of liquid molecules from the vapor phase will strike the liquid surface and are retained in the liquid phase. So, in nutshell, from H2O liquid, when it is heated in the closed container, H2O vapor will be formed, that is gaseous phase, and from vapor, when it is condensed, again liquid will be, so it will strike the liquid surface. So this phase, when the number of molecules leaving the liquid surface is equal to the number of molecules returning to the surface, is known as equilibrium state. Understood? From liquid to vapor and from vapor to liquid. So this is known as equilibrium state. This reaction may be fast or slow, they depend upon the experimental condition and the nature of reactant. Clear? The mixture of reactant and product is known as equilibrium mixture. Like if I write a reaction A plus B, so A plus B is the reactant and C plus D is the product. And this is the sign of equilibrium. Half arrow is the sign of equilibrium. That means this A plus B is equal to C plus D is known as forward reaction, and from C plus D, if A plus B is formed, that is known as reverse reaction. Forward reaction, reverse reaction. And both are denoting the equilibrium state, that is half arrow, it is denoted. Concentration of reactant will be decreasing and concentration of product will be increasing. Why? Because reactant only are forming the product. So obviously when they are forming the product, their concentration will be decreasing, and what new things are made, that is the product, so their concentration will be increasing. Correct? Then comes phase transformation, equilibrium in physical processes. So phase transformation processes. First one is solid to liquid. We can take the example of ice and water to ice, solid to liquid, equilibrium. So best example is ice to water and water to ice. Let me show you. If this is a thermos flask, okay, suppose this is a thermos flask. So obviously it is insulated. In the thermos flask, ice cubes are there and water is there. There is no exchange of heat at 0 degree C or 273 Kelvin temperature. Why? Because this is a thermos flask, so there will be no exchange of heat. What is kept in the thermos flask? Water and ice. Then also we will see that as there is no exchange of heat, and it is an insulated one, so the mass of water and ice will not change. The temperature is constant, and at boundary the molecules of liquid collide and against the ice. Liquid will collide against the ice and ice will form the liquid and adhere there. Molecules of liquid will adhere here, and similarly ice will become liquid, and again liquid will come to the ice and it will collide. So it is the some molecule of ice are in the liquid phase. Some are ice is becoming liquid, and liquid from liquid the ice is being made. Fine. So this is known as from solid to liquid equilibrium state is there. Another one is liquid vapor equilibrium. So direct liquid से अगर vapor बन जाता है, like if there 3 watch glasses are there, ठीक है? 3 watch glasses are there. In the watch glasses, 1 ml of acetone, 1 ml of ethyl alcohol and 1 ml of water is taken. So, and they are kept, they all three are kept in the atmosphere, and same experiment is with different volumes and different liquids. in a warmer room is taken, then it is observed that in all such cases the liquid eventually disappears, and the time depends on the nature of the liquid and the amount of the liquid and the temperature. Three things it will depend upon. You know, acetone, ethyl alcohol, water. They three are kept in the open atmosphere. So as the surrounding is open, so it will evaporate from liquid, it will evaporate, vapor will be formed, and it will go to the surrounding because it is not a closed vessel, it is kept in the open air. And same thing, same experiment if it is done in a warmer room, okay, and different volumes are taken, then it is observed that everything depends upon the nature of the liquid, the amount of the liquid, and the temperature which we are providing. When the watch glass is open to the atmosphere, the rate of evaporation remains constant. Correct? Third physical transformation is from solid to gas. So iodine solid to iodine gas, camphor solid to camphor gas. Similarly, another example we can take, that is NH4Cl, ammonium chloride solid to ammonium chloride vapor. So this is direct solid to vapor transformation is there. From solid to liquid is not formed. Directly solid to vapor is formed. Another thing which is very interesting in this chapter, that we will read about the equilibrium constant. So when the reaction is in equilibrium, there occurs a constant. So let me show you one numerical problem. The lesson is full of numerical problems. Problem number 7.1. The following concentrations were obtained for the formation of ammonia from N2 and H2 at equilibrium at 500 Kelvin. So this square bracket is meant for concentrations. You can see square bracket, nitrogen is 1.5 into 10 raised to power minus 2 molar, hydrogen 3 into 10 raised to power minus 2 molar, and concentration of ammonia is 1.2 into 10 raised to power minus 2 molar. So calculate equilibrium constant. So we can write the formula for equilibrium constant. First of all, we have to write the chemical reaction. So chemical reaction of formation of ammonia is written as N2 plus 3H2. In equilibrium, it will give us 2NH3. Okay? So Kc will be given as, equilibrium constant is given by products divided by concentration of reactants. So this bracket is concentration. Ammonia is also a gas, mind it beta. It should be in gaseous phase. So gas, and N2 is also gas. So Kc is equal to concentration of ammonia divided by N2 and concentration of H2. But the coefficient which we have used to balance the reaction, that will be written like this. So square will be kept here, and N2 no coefficient is there, and H2 3 is there. So we will write like this. After writing this, I will write the concentration of ammonia which is given in the question. It is therefore Kc is equal to ammonia concentration, as you see, 1.2 into 10 raised to power minus 2 molar. So I will write here 1.2. Now concentration I will write 1.2 into 10 raised to power minus 2 square. Why square? Because it is to balance the 2 by 2 NH3 we have balanced the reaction. 2 moles are taken. Then nitrogen, what is the concentration of nitrogen given? 1.5 into 10 raised to power minus 2. Then third one is hydrogen concentration. So it is 3 into 10 raised to power minus 2 molar. Now but here square will be, cube will be there because we have balanced the hydrogen with 3. As you see, we have balanced the 3 moles of hydrogen is there. So we have written like this. Now when you will cancel this, it will give you 1.2. So it will give you the final answer with the help of calci, or directly also we can do the calculation. So it will give us 1.06 into 10 raised to power 3. So first of all, in this type of numericals, we will solve the power of 10. So it is 10 raised to power minus 4. Can you see? 10 raised to power minus 4. down it is 10 raised to power minus 6 minus 2. So minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8. When it will go up, it will become minus 6 minus 4, and here it is minus 2 and minus 6. So minus 8 will go up, it will become plus 8. So 10 raised to power minus 4 plus 8 is equal to 10 raised to power 4. In this way, and other things you can divide here. So 1.2 divided by 3 multiplied by 1.5, that is 4.5. When you will divide, it will give you the answer 1.06 into 10 raised to power 3. So in this way we can calculate Kc. Okay.